What's up, skaters? It's WeDS Rebel here. How's it going? We're going to talk about skate today. To say that EA's skate missed the mark would probably be the understatement of the millennia. It would seem that EA doesn't stand for Electronic Arts anymore. EA stands for Early Access. Because this game released on September 25th. That's 6 months ago, y'all. It's kind of rough. Kind of rough, man. That is kind of rough. And we're still in early access. And it's just so sad. It's just so sad. And I don't know if we'll ever get out of early access. This may be a case like, did y'all ever hear of Splitgate? Splitgate, the game that's kind of like Halo with portals. Splitgate 1 was a massive success, but it just couldn't make any money. Like, it was really popular for how cool it was, but it just wasn't a cash cow. And so then they tried to make Splitgate 2 with like a battle royale, a battle pass, and just a lot of, they like basically were copying everybody else. Like, it's already Halo plus Portals, but then it was like, gave it the battle pass, it gave it the Fortnite royale, and it just flopped. And so the game went from beta into release. They gave it a full release, and then it was such a failure that they unreleased it back into beta. But that's a whole other story. We're talking about Skate. Folks, first off, the Skate peak of all time, when the game first released, on Steam alone, there was over 134,000 players. The 24-hour peak this week is less than 3K. 2,900 people. Rough, folks. Rough. That is less than 2% of the player base still sticking around. Why? Let's talk about it. First off, the fact it's still in early access. What does it mean by early access? It means they're not proud enough to release it as a full game. But they released it 6 months ago. We're basically still in beta. We're basically still in demo. But I don't know what they're holding out on us to call it a full game. Because they gave us the impossibles. They gave us more hand plants and stuff, which was basically the only thing that it seemed like they had up their sleeve, was those couple of tricks that we were missing. Impossibles and... You know, I mean, I'd like to see more customization for the board, like... There for a second. Specifically, I mean, like, the settings of the board. Like how Session does it. I'd love to see the game imitate more Session-like settings, so that we could get more higher board to body pop and do a hippie flip. That'd be incredible. Now, I hate to admit, I done spent pretty much most of the rest of my sandband bucks. And, you know, here, look, I want to talk about this. Another thing is, the microtransactions, man. You gotta go, like, they always give you something free every day, but you gotta scroll past all the stuff you gotta buy to get the free thing. And it's usually, you know, it's not that great, honestly. And then they do this thing where this shoe has been recolored, I think, 9 times. I've got a blue version, I've got a red version, I've got a white and red version. There's been, look, they got a different high top every day. They've got a different high top every day this week. You could get it for hundreds of things. You got stupid emotes, bro. And I hate to admit it, I spent the last of my Sandvan bucks on some of this stupid shit. if you get 2 items from this just god ugly set of Valentine's shit, you get a free little demon beanie, whatever. I don't know what this is. I'm rocking it today. But I don't feel good about it because anytime we're spending money on this game, look, here's the truth. Because the game got sold, I mean, EA got sold to Saudi Arabia and Jared Kushner's company, I forget what his company's called, but Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, right? And so anytime we've spent money on this game, it's like kind of giving money to Saudi Arabia, which is really known for human rights violations, abuse of women, um, um, things like they're accused for involvement in 9/11 and lots of other terror attacks and stuff like that. Um, the leader of Saudi Arabia, what's his name? His name is MBS, Prince MBS. Mohammed bin Salman, right? Prince MBS. He is known for having taken a journalist, Jamal Khashoggi, that was dissenting. Like he said some bad things about the prince, right? And he had Jamal Khashoggi, the journalist, arrested, tortured, and then dismembered by bone saw. Literally, cut his head off, cut his fingers off, cut his member off, and his balls off, cut his arms and legs off, and just like they dismembered him with a bone saw, okay? This stuff is absolutely brutal, and this is the way that they play, and then what's happening is they're trying to play nice after that kind of incident and a lot of, like 9/11 in the past, and then like the journalist shooting. Oh, that's kind of what I was going for. Anyway, and then they're trying to whitewash it or whatever. They're trying to launder their image, however you want to say it, by then purchasing basically all the American media, because Trump knows 2 things. First off, he knows that American media is really failing right now and really struggling. First off, nobody tells the truth anymore. Hollywood is failing. There's not a lot going on, and so Trump is buddying up with MBS, the Saudi prince, and is letting all of these deals and mergers go on, and then the Saudis are then taking advantage of all their money from their oil empire, and they are doing things like they are buying EA, primarily for FIFA, but Skate is part of EA. So I feel like giving any money to San Van Bucks or to the Battle Pass or anything like that from here on is directly like monetizing Trump, Jared Kushner, and EA via Saudi Arabia and MBS. Like I don't want to enrich the royal family or the Saudi Arabians for their media takeover. They're also doing things like in Trackmania, which is another game that I'm really fond of. Trackmania just announced that they are going to be it's a racing game, kind of like, imagine like F1 race cars meets like Hot Wheels race tracks. Kind of like, really fast, really fun. It's super addictive game. I don't know why. It's just a simple racing game, but it's incredibly addictive. But anyways, they just announced that this year they're going to start being in esports tournaments. And guess where the esports tournament is? In Riyadh. Where's Riyadh? Saudi Arabia. They are completely trying to bring all of our entertainment over there. The gaming, the movies. They're taking a lot of our... Look, what happened was the comedians recently did a Riyadh Comedy Festival. The Riyadh Comedy Festival had people like prominent names included Dave Chappelle went. Dave Chappelle's been off his kilter for about 15 years now. I don't know what's wrong with that motherfucker. But also Bill Burr, who we thought was kind of like a champion for progressive rights and stuff like that. He ends up going to the Riyadh Comedy Festival and doubling down on it just being, you know, not a big deal. They were really nice to him and stuff like that when they were, oh, of course they're nice to you. You know, as long as you played the game, you know, they're gonna give you money and treat you like a king when you go over there and dress you up in that silly garb and make you do a little bow and a ceremony. And, you know, there's the pictures of Bill Burr looking stupid in the Saudi Arabian garb. Anyway, all that to say, I feel remiss, like, when something kind of cool does come out. Like, check it out. In real life, let me show you real quick. I'll be right back. Check it out. I just want to say my girlfriend is the best. My girlfriend is number one. My girlfriend is the reason I'm no longer homeless. And my girlfriend just does everything to help me out and do everything to make me feel like, you know, everything is working out for me. Check this out. I asked if I could get some work shoes, some black work shoes, okay? And I requested if we could maybe go to the Van store. And look what they got. The all black high tops. Clean. So clean. And they're so comfy. They're so warm. They're the high tops. Oh my goodness, I am gushing. So when I saw in the game that they had something very similar, not the all black, but they had these really nice white and black high tops in the market a couple days ago, I bought them. They were $5. I kind of hate that, but I bought them, okay? And, you know, now I got the right shoes that I want. I feel like clean. Like, I feel like, okay, I got the high tops in real life. I got the high tops in the game. I feel like me, kind of, you know, a little bit. Or at least the shoes feel right. But then, fuck, is that just $5 that I just gave to, like, Mohammed bin Salman, basically, and Jared Kushner? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, I want to enjoy this game. This game is kind of the predominant skate game, being that it's free, that it's accessible, and that, honestly, it's the most, like, cruisiest of the games. Like, in comparison to, like, oh, that was kind of cool. In comparison to Session, which I love Session, I platinum Session. Problem was, Session is hard as hell. It's so realistic that you, like, fail on everything. There's no magnetism with the rails and stuff. You know, like, when you try and do a grind, you're gonna fail a lot of the time because that's just how it is. Like, you need to line up your pixels with that exact spot to hit that exact little rail, or you're not gonna get it. And so for a lot of the tricks, it ends up being a hassle. But I'll tell you what, the two-stick system that is in Session, I think is superior. The ability to flick each foot independently is a huge improvement from the one-stick nonsense that we're still dealing with here in Skate. I wish they had a two-stick option, because I hate trying to navigate like dozens of tricks all on one stick. You know, trying to, like, the difference between like a hard flip and a tray flip doesn't make sense to me in this game. But a hard flip and a tray flip absolutely makes sense in Session, because you're independently flicking each foot. Like, I know, okay, this foot needs like 360s or like this much spin, and I flick the other foot just to this side, and it's it's a different kind of muscle movement, but once it makes way more sense than trying to do the tricks in this game. And so I'd say, like, controls wise, Session is number one. Tricks wise, this game's got like just more flowiness. It's got the hand plants and stuff. You're not gonna bail as much unless you're doing crazy stuff like this. I'm trying to, what I really want to do, I want to wall ride down this, do a little nollie. Oh! We get a crook. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted, but that was cool, huh? I feel like this is a tripod moment. What a shot. How do I get him? How do I get the whole shot in it? Cool. I love it. Alright, that's clip of the day right there. That's not even what I wanted. I want to grind the top, but I think that's safer is to ride the underwall, like the ceiling there. Action. Cool. Alright, man. You know, it's still fun to get a good clip, right? Like, the problem is, it's fun to just skate, but they're so focused on making the money and not focused on, like, doing the right thing. It feels like every update that this game does is a miss, dude. It's a miss. Like, let me show you. Check this out, little cuz. Look. This right here, this released 3 days ago. Okay? It started off as $2,200, and you see it's already discounted to 900. That happened after 24 hours. So few people bought this bundle that they took it from 2,200 to 900. 1,300 less. Less than half. That's like 40% of the price. But you notice there's something weird with this. You may notice, a keen eye would notice, that's AI right there. Nobody paints like that. Nobody draws like that. There's just something uncanny about that picture, isn't it? You're right, it's AI. Look, it's a pink metallic looking board with kisses on it, a rose and a mustache, and then pink trucks and wheels. What does it offer? No such thing. Those are my trucks, those pink trucks. They are not on sale. The trucks are not part of the deal. This is the board. Looks nothing like the one on the image up there. There's no images of roses or kisses. There's just weird eyes and like mouths like with teeth. You get an avatar. You get Ollie My Love. Ollie, my love, and its wheel love. Bad. Bad puns. And another sticker that nobody cares about. This is lame. This is really lame. This is lame. This is lame. This is the only considerably cool item. And even then, they're like so big on the feet, it just looks weird. And so this is what they're doing. This is what they think we're interested in. Valentine's Day. This is what they got for us. You know what I mean? No. You come through here, it's just more of these Calvin shoes. There's so many of these. How many do I have? I got the whites. I got the blues and black. I got the white and red. Oh, these are different, I guess. I got at least 3 pairs, and there's a 4th one there in the shop there. And they do this thing. This is another one. Same shoe. Same shoe. Same shoe. Just recolor. They do this. They think we're stupid, man. These shoes are clean. Permaflow. Puffletic. I like these shoes. These are also nice. Those are quite nice. Yeah, a lot of these shoes are whack. Whack. Not bad. The Dax mids are alright. Fire. I remember buying these. A lot of whack. A lot of whack. 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 These are white. Those are fucking dingy as fuck, dude. Skate. I'm not feeling a lot of this shit, man. I went kind of crazy with my outfit last night because I got that new shirt or that new hat, so I wanted to try and work with that. This is kind of what I was starting with yesterday. This is more like my normal outfit. Oh man. You know, another thing is these challenges, these own the lot challenges. First off, hold up. I gotta say, why does this game's week start on Tuesday? If you notice, the weekly challenges reset on Tuesday. And so you might log on Sunday hoping the weeklies reset, thinking, oh, it's a new week. New weeklies, right? Sunday. Nope. You log on Monday thinking, oh, it's definitely a new week. That's a new weekday. Nope. So you log on Tuesday, finally, and what do they have? They have this crap, bro. Own the lot, which is impossible by yourself. I'm calling it completely impossible by yourself. You try and do it with other players. First off, I don't know that I like the proximity chat. I don't know that I like it. I don't think it helps much. At least for me, because first off, like, it seems like the only 3,000 people that are playing this game are all little kids. And there's kind of an issue with that. Why? Because first off, this game, like, there's a lot of old skaters, bro, that would probably love to have a good skating game to express themselves through because they're broken down and they're hurting. And it's winter right now. It's cold and rainy and snowy outside. Ain't nobody skating. All the old heads probably wish that they could enjoy a cool game like this. But it's so whack. It's just so whack. And it doesn't appeal to older people like me. Like, I'm like 33. I only recently started skating, but I really love it. And I really love the community of the sport. I want to enjoy this game. I want to rep this game. But it's just so whack. It doesn't appeal to, like, adults. Look at my character, man. Even if I took off this silly hood, man. Even if I took off the silly hood and just put on, like, a normal beanie or something. Here we go. Even now, do I look like an adult? I look like a kid with a beard painted on. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel mature. And you can, there's good little zones. I kind of like how, like, there's a graffiti on the walls and stuff. There's good features and stuff of this game. It's got a lot of little spots and stuff. But man, they really think they're funny with this M-crap stuff too. Ooh, they're like playing tongue in cheek. Oh, check this shit out. Hold up. The fuck? I don't even know that was a thing, bro. What the hell? Where's this shit at? Whoa, it's huge, bro. Doesn't do what you want it to, Is it bouncy? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? I guess I could jump off of it and get a trick or something, but anyway. I'm good on that, bro. This is fun. Watch this. See if I can do this. This guy's trying to glitch around or something. If I do a boned ollie, then I can do another boned ollie to get up. What if I could do a hippie jump? I mean, that worked for me. This is one of my favorite little spots right here. That was cool. I had a nose stall. I should have rode that out and landed it. Whoa! Cool, man. I've done this before, bro. I've done this before. I won it. You gotta be freaking cruising though, peasant. What is this guy doing? This motherfucker bored, bro. Want to be in a clip? He do be wanting to be in a clip, bro. Every time I pass by, like, he jumps or something. Yo, I almost freaking hippie flipped through that fucker. It wanted it, bro. It wanted it, man. I almost hippie flipped through it. Almost. I hate it, cause man, sometimes this game is fun, bro. Sometimes it's fun to get a good little clip. No, I could have jumped or something. I think that guy is still hanging out, huh? Kinda. I wanted that to be the one, bro. This dude believes in it. I believe in it. I think I lost my parkour, buddy. Ow. He's back. Oh my goodness, 3 people showed up to my spot. Okay. Oh, that's one way to initiate a super bounce, I guess. Damn, that was a super bounce, bro. What did I do? My arm got stuck, and when it let out, it flung. Oh, if only this roof was any good or something. Like, it had a good spot. Anything on the roof there above fire? No. Just 3 fucking big stacked for no reason. Oh, okay. Yeah, also, a lot of the times, because it's just one stick, I even turned the sensitivity down so it doesn't do it as often, but like sometimes just my ollies will just be a flip trick. Luckily it's not doing it. Yeah, but that was supposed to be an ollie. It's weird. The dimensions on this building are weird. It's not symmetrical. Not even well placed. Look at this cornerstone right here. This is fucking really ghetto. Anyway, look folks, I don't know how much else I could say. You know, we talked about it. I bitched about what I usually bitch about. This game is now owned by Saudi Arabia and Jared Kushner, aka Trump's son-in-law. So the money is not flowing to somewhere I want to pay. I don't want to spend more money on this game. It does not encourage me in any way to buy the next battle pass, to buy any more sandband bucks. You know, I got a clean outfit. I got a couple different outfits. I got some good exclusive gear. I don't really need any more shit, honestly. I spent the last of my sandband bucks, and I think I'm gonna be all right with that. You know what I mean? And the battle passes, man, they really fucking blow. Let's be honest. And then last night when it happened, something really crazy happened. I don't know if it'll do it again tonight. Okay, luckily it's fixed out. But what was happening is it glitched out, and it said that I no longer could access the higher tiers of the skate pass until I got even more ticks. Like it was saying, no, you need 1,000 more to get page 2, even though I'd already unlocked page 2, and you can see I already got stuff from page 2. It was a temporary glitch. I wish I had taken a video of it, but whatever, it's over. So just to see that so many strong glitches like that happen, like why would the battle pass? It said the final page, which I'm already accessing, it said I needed 12,000. No, I'm sorry. It said I needed 17,000 more ticks, even though I had already got enough to unlock it and had already unlocked certain things from this page. It was really tripping last night, and that sucks. Then also, if you try and join a party after a couple of rounds, at the end of a round, it'll still lag you out into like you can't press anything. You can't, like, all the buttons stop working, and you can't even go to a menu or anything. You have to completely reset the game. It's a gentle soft lock. What the hell? Hello. Okay. It's really weird and random how people just kind of show up on top of you like sometimes. I wanted that so bad. Well, folks, I really also wanted a good skate game, but I don't know if we got it, bro. Do you think we got a good skate game? Do you think this is the game we wanted? Bye, guys. Don't give this game any more money. I only play it because I like skating. I don't like promoting this game that much anymore. WDS Rebel out.